Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Bryan W. Adams.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. This is Bryan Adams. Thank you so much for joining today's Inspire podcast. This is my favorite day, announcement day, and I can't wait to share some exciting news with all of you here in just a minute. Today is a very special edition of the Inspire podcast, and you might even call it historic. That's because we have the newest member of the Integrity family joining us today live, and you're all going to hear about it first before the news breaks. And I am absolutely thrilled to let all of you, all of our partners, and all of our team and family at Integrity realize and let you know that we now have a new family member that has just joined the Integrity family. And I am incredibly honored to announce that Equis Financial, one of the nation's truly preeminent agent marketing organizations, has joined the Integrity family. Since its founding, Equis has developed an incredible reputation in the industry and has experienced unbelievable growth. It's one of the fastest growing businesses we have ever partnered with. Equis is headquartered in Asheville, North Carolina, and they have an amazing team of professionals with vast experience and a steadfast commitment to excellence. This is a business built on excellence and demands excellence from all of their team members, and just have some amazing people that have just continued to grow this business faster and more rapidly than almost any business I've ever seen. I'd like to welcome today's guest, Equis President and CEO, Barry Clarkson. Barry and his partners, Bill Martin and Rob Jones, have built Equis into an amazing business that it is today. And now, as part of Integrity, Barry, Bill, Rob, and the entire Equis team are ready to take their business to even greater heights and help lift all other Integrity partners in the process. This is really a huge day in the history of Integrity, and I'm so grateful to have Barry with me as we welcome him and everyone at Equis Financial to the Integrity family. Barry, on behalf of all of the partners, all of the family members here who are also partners in Integrity, it is one of the most humbling days of our lives that we get to have in this business, to welcome new family members, and especially family members who have the same core values and the same kind of growth trajectory and focus, and just the same purpose as we do. And so I am super humbled to welcome you here to the Inspire podcast. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend, and thank you for joining Integrity.
Well, Bryan, thank you. And in behalf of myself, my two partners, Rob Jones, Bill Martin, really the entire Equis family throughout the country, let me just tell you how honored we are to be here, and how thrilled we are really about our future. To tell you a little bit about Equis, it has certainly been the most rewarding thing that I have done in my 40-year career in this industry. And, when I look back, I think that's because from day one, we were really committed to building Equis the right way. I've got two incredible partners that you mentioned, and it has been fun showing up every day with a vision of what this company can and really should become. We have an extremely talented professional group down in Asheville. The list is too long to go through, but I really do want to mention two people that have really been with us from day one. Emily Groudon, who is our senior VP, Bryan, of operations, has been instrumental in just developing an incredible core group there. And also Kristen Brockman, who leads our lead department. She has put together a wonderful team there. And they've really just helped, fulfill our vision each and every day. And so it's been fun to watch our company grow. But I've got to tell you something. We've been committed from day one. You talked about the alignment of our core values. But we are known as the agents company, and our commitment, Bryan, from day one is to really be able to help our agents and also our agency managers build a lasting career that are going to be profitable and fulfilling. 2020, this is our 5th year in business. Our company's made up of over 8,500 agents. Again, we are honored to be partners and to be members of the Integrity family. Thank you very much.
Man, that is, you have, I love the fact that what you said is that you guys have been known as the agents company. So at Integrity, we've got these core values, these 5 core values that we really try to live by. And one of them is service. And really and truly, at the heart of everything we do, we're a service company. In fact, one of my partners, Larry Drinden, was just on talking about his servant's heart and how when he stopped focusing on selling and started serving, how his career really took off. And I think that that's a real commonality through a lot of our partners overall. And I tell you, the one thing I love about you guys is the fact that you put agents first, because at Integrity, we're so committed to that. It's our job to serve the agents first and foremost. They're our customer. Help them be successful. And you guys have over 8,500 agents that you guys work with. But you've got about 50 employees, and you've got some of the best employees. One of the things that as we went through this process with you, you really get to know your team, and you get to see like how deep someone is. Barry, you and your career has been just impressive to watch. I mean, you've done it all. Like you've this isn't the first big business that you've been part of building. But man, I gotta tell you, like some of your team that you have, Bill Martin and Rob Jones, are honestly just 2 of the best people that are out there, and just being partners with the 3 of you guys, being partners, the way you guys have complemented each other and helped each other grow has been incredible. Emily, man, I tell you what, Emily is a rock star. Whenever we were in the process, it was like, oh my gosh, Emily is just such a talented person, and none of us can do this stuff on our own, and it's such a blessing to be able to have such talented people. But I mean, you also have just real depth. I mean, you've got John Barlow, you've got key sales leaders like John Kite. I mean, John is so well known, and just I've admired his career from afar for a long time. Jordan Ewing, you got Nick Theodore, Eric Valdez, you've got Christian that you just mentioned. You've just got such depth that as we continue to get into this process. In fact, one of the things I love about your video that we'll announce and we'll release here right after this call, that will go out with the press release, it really highlights your depth and just the professionalism in your organization. And so, man, I just want you to know how impressed we all are of how well you've built this business. You've built it the right way. And it's one of the big reasons that we're so excited to partner with you. And every partner here at Integrity has a story about how they made the decision to join Integrity and what kind of led to that. Would you mind telling us? I mean, you guys didn't need a partner, in my opinion. I mean, you've got such an incredible business. You're growing so fast. You've got such great people. Tell us a little bit more about what led you to partner with Integrity.
Well, thank you, Bryan, for those kind comments, and we are certainly proud of all of our team members if they've been instrumental to get us to this point. But, what had happened, I've got a good friend who was part of your company by the name of Bob Grannon. And Bob and I were talking, I guess, April of last year. And I had invited Bob to come down to Asheville and to where I could talk with him about Equis. And I think we did that for about 15 minutes, Bryan, and then spent about 3 or 4 hours talking about integrity and the decision that he had made and what was going on, with the company. And I knew Bob from the Trans-America days. And so that happened last June. I am here in Lynchburg, Virginia, where Liberty University is, and we opened up our season last year with Syracuse. And I had a member, I will not call his name, of one of Equis's real core carriers that was visiting for the game. And we were riding around on Friday morning, and he said, "Barry, have you talked to Integrity?" And I was telling him my experience in June about talking to Bob, and I had listened. But, honestly, it kind of went in one ear and out the other. And this gentleman, who is a dear friend of mine and who's been very instrumental in helping us build Equis, he said, "Barry," he paused, and he looked me dead in the eye, and he said, "You need to pay attention and do not let this opportunity pass you by, because I'm going to tell you from my standpoint, I would hate to be on the other side of the window looking in within the next year or two." And so, it got my attention, certainly. In October, my son and a dear friend of mine here at our company, we were in Pebble Beach on a little 3 or 4 day golf trip. And I was telling somebody, I think it was Stephen Prince the other day, that about halfway through that golf trip and halfway through a very good golf round, I see the announcement of Sean Mike and Family First. And admittedly, it ruined the rest of my golf trip. I left the golf course right in the middle of the round and went up and called Sean and said, "You've been holding out on me." And I've known Sean and many of the managers and his leadership team there at Family First, and honestly probably spent 45 minutes with Sean right there at the golf course talking about his decision and why he had made the decision. And, since I've known Sean, I have not heard that kind of excitement and enthusiasm really in his voice. And really, the more I got thinking about it, and I called Rob and Bill and realized that we had some of those same needs, that Sean was discussing with me. And it was certainly that decision and that announcement that I got very serious about inquiring a little bit more about integrity and not wanting to miss this train. So that's really how it all came together.
Wow, sounds like we owe you a round of golf, my friend. We'll you let me know when you go back out there. I'll pay for the next round of golf. That's an interesting story, because you never know whenever an announcement comes out what's on the other side of it, right? I mean, we work a lot in this process, and like you said, Sean kept it a good secret. And the fact that you said that was the most excited you ever heard Sean. Sean's excited all the time, so that had to be a pretty exciting call with you. But I will definitely make sure that we pay for your next round of golf. Well, now that you're in the family, I just want you to know how excited we are. If you think about just the overall impact that we have in the business, our core business of serving Americans with planning for one of their toughest days of their life, including when they pass away and they need insurance, life insurance for that. Man, we are now combined, as we're all working together. Now we're going to be able to collaborate and look for ways to serve people better. Look for ways to help agents have more opportunity. Look for ways for clients to get better coverage and more coverage. And I think that it is an exciting day for all of us. What are some of the things that you were impressed about Integrity that led you and Rob and Bill to make this move at this time?
Well, Bryan, certainly at the top of the list, Equis was really founded on 6 core values, and we take those values very seriously every day, and it's been really a guiding light for helping us assemble our team, our agents, and the type of people that we want to be around every day and do business with. And, no question, when Rob and Bill and I had the first opportunity to sit down with you and see the passion in your eyes when you talked about Integrity's core values, we realized quickly that those values align very tightly with our own core values. Over the last 4 years, we have, we did have an HR department, we had IT, we had accounting, we had finance, but it didn't take long to understand that not only would this partnership help solidify that base, it was really a launching pad for us to build off of it. I think the other thing, admittedly, and, I remember at the end of 19 talking about the next 5 or 10 years at Equis, I think really Bill, Rob, and I realized that we had taken Equis about as far as we could on our own. We realized having a partner with big, broad shoulders, Bryan, certainly strong financial backing, would help solidify the future of not only our employees, but our agents. And, when we first started our company, you don't think about a lot of those things, but all of a sudden you look around and you've got 50 employees and, you've got all of these agents and they're counting on that, right? They've put their passion and every day going out and building their businesses and their careers. And, so to be able to solidify that future for them was critically important. I don't know of any other way to say it. I think the other thing, we had talked early on at Equis that we wanted an ownership plan for our employees, but it also didn't take long to realize we didn't have the expertise to get there. And so we're very, very excited about our employees and our team members having an opportunity to be, to really participate in the success as we grow our company together. And so we feel like we can do incredible things together, Bryan, that we couldn't do by ourselves. As you mentioned, we are the agents company. Early on, I remember on our first conference call, we said that our report card, the way that we were going to judge ourselves here at Equis, would be the success of the men and women that represented us, because it was truly all about the agent and those builders and leaders. And we didn't have to be around you too long to realize that was your passion and heartbeat. And I've got to tell you, a lot of the partners on this call today, I'm sure, have been heroes of mine. I think they're the icons in this industry, and an opportunity for Bill and Rob and I to be able to collaborate with them on the way they've grown their business. I think it's going to be a critical component as we move forward to continue to grow Equis. So we are committed to being a great partner. We're committed to helping you guys continue to grow your company, Integrity, and now our company. And we're just excited and thrilled to have the opportunity, and we thank you and all of your partners for having us.
Man, I love everything you just said, and it's why we are all so passionate about coming together, and really this opportunity that we all have to be able to serve better our customers, our agents, like you just said. For those of you who are on this call that aren't familiar with Equis, Equis is one of the largest organizations in this space, and does more business than a lot of insurance carriers. And for them to come alongside of us at this time is just a huge day for all of us. And I wanted to say thank you to Bob Graham and Sean Mike for helping us for helping connect the dots here. In fact, I invited Bob Grannon to join us real quickly, just to say a few words. Bob, are you there with us?
I sure am, Bryan. Thanks. I just want to say that Barry and the Equis team, they're the perfect addition to complement this current platform partner group. We met back in 2005, and it was obvious to me this is the kind of person that I enjoyed being associated with and proud to be in the industry with. And he brings a terrific team with him and incredible potential to add to this integrity machine. So welcome aboard, Barry, and the rest of the Equis team.
Thank you very much, Bob. We're excited to be here.
Man, we also have Sean Mike on the line here. We're getting a lot of background noise, so I apologize about that. But I wanted to have Sean also join us, just to say, so you guys have been effectively competitors for a long time. And so by the opportunity for us to join together and be able to work together is so exciting for us. So, Sean, I just wanted to have you be able to say a few words to Barry and the team here as we launch this partnership.
Welcome, Barry. I'll tell you what, man, I really appreciate letting me get on, Bryan. You know how much it means to me and what y'all are doing. And all I can tell you, Barry, is I've been part of a lot of teams. And you are right. There are some icons on this team, man. I didn't know a lot of the folks, to be honest with you. I kind of, I knew a few, but I didn't realize how little I knew about the people in the industry. And the more I got around them, and I realized, I think what blew me away was I went to the meeting in New York, and then I kind of did some research on everybody, and I was like, wow, these people are like crazy successful and crazy humble, which is why I like them.
Yes.
And Barry, Bryan, to give you some perspective, here's a crazy story how things come full circle. I got introduced to the life insurance business 12 years ago. And you fast forward, I've known Barry for the better part of, that same period of time. And they run a class act group. Business has never been personal for me. So I really enjoy the competition. We've competed quite a bit. I like that a lot. And I think, looking what they bring to the table with, there's a couple of great partners and Bill and Rob. I'm a huge fan of John Kite. Eric Valdez, I know very well. There's some crazy leadership there with those couple guys. So I'm all about how we're going to grow this thing. I couldn't be any happier for you, those guys, your families, and Bryan for us, the integrity team. And all I can say is they work tirelessly. The thing I've always liked about Barry, you can call at 4:45 in the morning, he answers his phone. Any guy that gets up 4:45, he's good in my book. So welcome. Thank you, Bryan, for letting me talk. I appreciate you guys. It's going to be a lot of synergy there, and it's going to be a great addition to the team.
Thank you, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Well, Sean, thank you so much. You said it so well, and to have just putting in perspective the size of these two organizations coming together with Integrity and Equis and FFL and Equis, and one of my only rules that we have, it's really two rules, is you check your ego at the door and we all collaborate. And when you do that, a lot of amazing things are able to happen. And so to have icons like Sean Mike and Bob Grannon and Alan Town and Craig Harvey and Scott Riddle and Tim McCoy and the list just continues to go on. Frank Buse and the guys at Your Insurance Group, Avi and Bryan, and you just keep thinking about the icons in our industry that are in this life insurance space that make up integrity, and adding you guys and John Kite and the others in that room. And when we check our ego at the door and we say, okay, what's the best thing we can do for our customer first and our agents, there's going to be some amazing things that we can do. And there's this word synergy gets thrown around a lot. But it's the truth is when you add 1 + 1, it can equal much more than 2, right? And what we've seen is there's a bit of an integrity effect. And I think John Kite even used this word in one of y'all's videos. And then Steve Young even was like, I love that term, integrity effect. There is an integrity effect on the business. So we've seen that we've been able to take some burden off the business to let you guys focus on growing the business organically through your sales growth, and not have to worry as much about some of those other items. And the businesses have just really taken off and continue to grow. And so you guys have grown, Barry. It's been amazing to watch, even through this pandemic, your weekly reports and how fast you guys have continued to grow your business. And it shows the need for the products, and it shows the need for support and help out in the field. And you guys have just led so well from the front in that. And it's just been so amazing to watch. And so we're incredibly honored to be your partner, to come alongside of you, for all of your employees to become partners of Integrity, which will be really rewarding for all. And so on behalf of everybody here at Integrity, and I appreciate Bob and Sean jumping in at the last minute just to also share their voice, I just want to tell you we are humbled and so proud to be your partner, and can't wait to see where we all go from here.
Bryan, thank you so much. And, excitement doesn't seem like a big enough word for Rob and Bill and I, but I want you, again, I repeat, to know how committed we are to continuing to build and to be great partners. And we are here to collaborate and share our best, what we're doing. But again, thank you so much for this call and opportunity to even through the phone to meet everyone and to be able to talk a little bit about our company that we're so proud of. So thank you, sir. We greatly appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate it as well. So everybody, today, right after this call, we're going to be announcing this new partnership with Equis Financial to the world. There'll be a press release that goes out. There'll be an amazing video. This video was so good that we just had to include it all. So it's a longer video than we typically do, but it shows the depth and the experience and the commitment of this amazing team here at Equis. And so you're going to watch that video. It's one of my favorite videos we have ever done. What you guys have done there at Equis is something that we've all long admired, and just it's surreal to now be partners. Again, on behalf of all the partners here at Integrity, all the family members here at Integrity, this is an exciting day that we get to announce a new family member to the Integrity family, which will continue to help us revolutionize the industry. And so congratulations to Equis Financial. Thank you. We're so proud to partner with you in your next phase of growth, and can't wait to see where we all get together. So congratulations. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. God bless you all, and we'll talk soon.